Now, we're here in the kitchen where DeAundra is going to share with us some recipes that her MeeMaw taught her to help combat post-King Day depression because...
On account of because we don't want to get depressed after King Day.
That's coming up soon because it won't be King Day and King Week forever until next year. King Day only lasts this week, and then after King Day...
Well, post-King Day depression has always been something that the American Music Show has been concerned about. And every year we try to offer some new
Well, I got some great recipes for y'all tonight.
Are they going to like boost our energy and stuff so we get rid of that depression?
I hope so. Y'all is going to taste of them, ain't you, Miss Duncanette?
Well, let's hear the first one.
I'm sure
Mr. Bud, I know you want some. Okay, well, first of all, we're going to make us some homemade potted meat. So y'all make sure you get yourself a blender. That's one of the things y'all need is a blender. Make sure it's plugged in. But if y'all's too young to make this, now y'all need to consult with your MeeMaws and get them to help y'all on this. Okay?
What kind of the age that can handle this, you think?
I'd say you have to be about 14 at least to make this by yourself.
Okay, that's good.
MeeMaw didn't allow me to make it till I was 14.
What's the first recipe, DeAundra?
Homemade potted meat. Miss Duncanette, could you open up one of them potted meat cans for me, please?
Okay.
Now, when would you serve homemade potted meat?
Oh, you could serve this like if you had friends come over who just wanted to drop by, or if you had some kind of a, well, you're going to have your post-King Day reception at your house, of course, Miss Richardson, at which you will serve this. And then you could probably serve it like after a concert date or something like that. You want to give that to everybody because it really is a big energy booster. And you know, Mr. Richardson, after a big old show, you got to have a whole lot of energy on account of because you are wore out. Oh, good, Miss Duncanette. Okay, first off, we take a can of ironers and we put the can in our blender. Dump all that right in there. Now, y'all want to make sure you have the juice on account of because these are supposed to be real liquefied more. Okay, let's see. Then what we need is we need to have about a half a cup or so of some juice from some sweet pickles. That adds a real nice flavor. Just strain it out here. That's a good amount.
You don't actually need the juice in the pickles. You can. It's okay to discard it that way and leave the.
Oh, it sure is, Miss Duncanette. In fact, if you look on most sweet pickle jars, the directions say that you're supposed to throw away the juice, but they don't recommend you cook with it. But MeeMaw discovered that it really turns the flavor of the viners into such a good homemade kind of flavor.
I'm sure it does.
Okay, and then what we're supposed to do is have about a half a cup of mashed up saltines, and the best way to mash up your saltines is with a hammer, Miss Duncanette. Now, sometimes I like to hit it on the side, but tonight I'm going to hit it right like this. Just mash them up, get them all good and mashed. That's real good.
So you put them in a baggie first.
That's right, Mr. Richardson.
I think we need to hurry.
Put it in the blender.
Telling us to hurry a little bit.
Okay, and then you have to turn it on because it's time to mix it up. I like stir. You got the special boost function, Mr. Richardson. Okay, and turn it up a little bit because you want it to get nice and done.
It's looking really good right now.
That's a really extra mashed up potted meat there.
I think
it sounds like Virginia McClellan's boat when we were out on the lake
black
last
stuff that
year.
Started to come out of it.
Well, they forgot to clean it from the last show they done had. Now, Miss Duncanette, you get yourself a real nice homemade potted meat.
Should we eat it on white bread?
You can spread it on white bread. You can put it on just about anything, Mr. Richardson. Here, let's put a little bit on here. Look at that. Don't that look good? They say it's almost.
My mouth is watering.
Where's Duffy? Duffy! We should test it. It smells like potted meat.
It smells like potted meat. Now, Mr. Richardson, have we got time? Go on to another recipe
let
here.
Stuckey's try it.
Let's like.
But
it's almost time to say goodnight, Dick.
I bet Stuckey's would do a trick for it.
I bet he would too.
I'm supposed to, Mr. Bud, I still got 2 more recipes to go through. I'm supposed to.
You better hurry. You better save it for your show. We're about out of time, DeAundra.
Y'all supposed to use some more juice from some sweet pickle chips. You mix them into a blender, and you pour in some sweetened coffee, and then you blend it up some more, and you spread that on top of some ginger snaps.
Can I have some?
How was it, Mr. Richardson?
Oh, it was delicious. It was really good. Duffy, what did you think
You
of
don't
it?
look depressed anymore, Dick.
Oh, it's so good. I really enjoyed mine. Try yours.
You like that, Duffy Odom? That homemade potted meat is MeeMaw's favorite recipe.
Better than I thought.
Yay!
Give me
Everybody
some
likes
more.
a big old
Give me
we have
some
to
more.
go.
Give
So
me
we
some
can't do any
more.
more recipes.
need to say
but
goodnight.
tell everybody to watch
Give
your
me
show.
some more.
That's right, everybody. Stay tuned. If it's Saturday night,
Maybe they
stay
can mail
tuned
in for those
and
recipes.
Watch my show coming on next at 11:30,
Give me
and if
some
it's on
more.
Wednesday nights, watch my
Maybe
show
you could do the
DeAundra's Video
recipes on your
Funhouse at
own
11
show.
o'clock on Wednesday
Give me
nights,
some more.
right here on cable 12.
So maybe
Pass
we
the
can have
tea.
DeAundra back to give us the sauerbraten Wieners. and
Give me some more.
I'd love to do that, Mr. Richardson, on account of because everybody
Pass
wants
the
to know that
tea.
recipe, and I didn't even get to do my favorite, which was
Give me
sweet and
some
sour Wieners.
Here you go, Stucky.
That's my favorite.
But she didn't give time to do her sweet and sour.
We'll have to
Wiener
save it for her
recipe.
show or next week, or they'll just have to mail in and get the recipe. How's that?
That's right, y'all.
So we need to say goodnight.
Well, what are we going to do with
I've
it?
been
What about
saying
this
goodnight.
Miracle Whip? You never even used that.
Good night, Potsy. Good night, Dick. Good night, DeAndra.
Open
Good
jar
night,
yet,
Duffy.
Mr. Richardson. Y'all supposed to spread
Give
it
me
on the
some
bread
more.
sometimes before you put
Good
down
night.
the Wiener.
See you next
Homemade
Good night.
Wiener.
Okay.
You can spread that on the bread before
I know
you
what
put
you can
down
do
your
with
pickle
it.
relish, Mr. Richardson. And then you put your homemade Wiener on top of that.